How About That Cigar is proud to bring you coverage of the 2023 PCA Trade Show, all brought to you by Don Doroteo Cigars.
How about that cigar? It's PCA. It's the final day. It's 2023. It's Wildfire Cigars and Jeremy McDonald. My friend, how are you?
I am very well, thanks.
Fantastic.
I'm very tired.
Yes. But congratulations. Best in show.
Yeah, I had it. I put it on my lanyard and was doing a flavor walk.
Oh yeah.
Like it was my new chain thing because I just wanted people to know that I won and they didn't.
Yeah. Well,
Felt
the most
good.
important thing when you're honored with an award is to rub that shit in everyone's face.
I asked them if it came with a $1 award and they said no. And I was like, I tried to negotiate.
Yeah.
And I got down to $30 and they still said no. And I was like, fine, I'll just take the award. And,
yeah.
But there's no cash award with it, unfortunately.
Yeah. That maybe we can work on that in the future, or like a line for petting or something like that.
Well,
Perhaps.
I'm gonna go ask them if I can have a free booth next year. Will that be? They aren't gonna give it to me.
Free
I'm
booth.
gonna be like, but I did win.
You did win, but free booth. I don't think
They're not going to.
I don't think that's going to happen.
But you don't know until you ask.
Yeah, you can dream. You can dream.
That's what this was made of. So
yeah. So this is your second year at the trade show, and your first year went really well. Second year, it looks like it's going even better. And you got some cool new stuff that you were debuting this year. So talk us through it.
So I sound like a 14-year-old boy.
Time to change.
Right. So the debut of the show is Arteois, and it is a Nicaraguan Habano Oscuro over Indonesian binder, Nicaraguan filler. So it's medium plus as far as strength, but it's rich. This is coming out of Hoya de Nicaragua as well. And so this has been getting a really nice response, and I'm super stoked about it. And then, back in, was it February, March, some of that is when I introduced Wanderer, which is out of FTC, which is Cavalier's factory in Honduras. So it's rad working with them. And this is a medium-bodied, super delicious cigar. Okay. And it's nice because now, for the first year, I had the Revivalist, and this was all I had on the market. So now that I'm starting to build a little portfolio, I think people are starting to see this is kind of the direction he's going with style of cigars. And yeah, man, I'm really excited to actually start building it out where there's a little footprint other than I got one cigar, I did an LE. Okay. It's out. So yeah, it's a good year because now I'm starting to look like a real company. Yeah. Well, and you're starting, as you gradually build relationships, you get more retailers, in the fold, and it's got to be kind of gratifying to be in your second year, having some of those retailers that took a chance on you last year coming in and saying, hey man, your stuff's doing great, and then even being able to sign some new people this year, because they probably, in a lot of cases, it's word of mouth. Some shop owner friend of theirs who lives, a state away is like, oh man, I brought in these Wildfire, you got to check them out. So it's got to feel pretty cool when you get those conversations going with people. Yeah, and I can't imagine how hard, I'm going on 23 years in the industry in different capacities in which I've worked, from retail to sales reps to starting Caldwell Cigars with Robert Caldwell and then doing that. And it's it's cool though, but it's man, I had relationships nationally and guys were like, of course we're going to give you a try, but it's that doesn't mean it's going to work in their store, right? It's the relationship gets you in the door. Right. But I've been talking with some other, manufacturers, and I'm just like, man, if you're coming into this cold, this is brutal. Right. But my thought has always been and will always be like, you know, are there a lot of brands? Yeah. Are humidors full? Yeah. But I feel like if someone's doing something and it's authentic to them, there's always going to be an audience for that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's cool to see other new brands that I found out about and try some of their stuff, because it's not like I sit around just smoking my cigars. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the joy of the trade show too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good, and it feels good to like, okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and kind of as you look ahead to the rest of the year, into next year, your plans are to come to PCA again next year?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, because it's a short turnaround time, does it really change the way you do business throughout the year, or is it business as usual?
It'll just, like, as far as concerning the show being...
Whether it's products or whether just because it's a shorter turnaround time than a full year.
Well, it did, because when they announced that it was coming in March, I decided I had an LE that I was going to drop towards the end of the year, and I'm going to save it for PCA because it's a few months difference, but then it actually gives me something as an offering that's new. And so, like, I already had something in line, so it's like, cool. Otherwise, I would have just business as usual.
Brought it here,
Yeah. Okay. But I'm excited because then I will be able to, like, hey, I have something fun for those to come back and check out.
That's very cool. So what's the next evolution in the booth? Because your booths have been, both times your booths have been just fantastic. I love the whole camp theme. It's absolutely a blast. So what's the next evolution that you think might be?
Well, I have been thinking about it.
Yeah.
The problem is that some of the things I want to do require more space, but the company is not quite to get larger spaces yet.
Yeah.
So it might be probably a pretty similar setup next year, but I do have things that I'm like, but those are all top secret.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know,
But you've got ideas.
I have.
Love it.
I have ideas to keep expanding on this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, you know, I feel at home with this stuff. So
yeah, that's awesome. Well, man, we're glad you've had a great trade show, and can't wait to see what you keep doing. And we know our viewers have loved getting to know your brand, and can't wait to see what you have next in store for us.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
Thanks so much.
All right. Take care, guys. We'll see you again soon.